All right, everyone. Welcome back to Monday Affirmations. I am so glad you're here. Today's message is simple but powerful. Talk to yourself like a friend. We all have moments when we're our toughest critic. Maybe you forgot something important, snapped at someone you love, or just felt like you weren't enough that day. And instead of showing yourself grace, you replay that moment over and over, wishing you could take it back. But here's the truth. You deserve the same kindness, patience, and understanding that you give to everyone else. A few months ago, I was running late to an appointment and I spilled coffee on my shirt, hit every red light, and by the time I arrived at my meeting, I was so flustered and embarrassed. The rest of the day, I kept saying to myself, you can't get anything right today. Now, later that day, I told a friend about it, and he just laughed and said, now, if that were me, you'd be telling me it was just a rough morning, not a reflection of who I am. And I gotta tell you, that stopped me in my tracks. He was right. So why couldn't I do the same for myself? That's when I realized self-compassion isn't about ignoring mistakes. It's about remembering that one bad moment doesn't define your worth. Think about how you talk to a friend who's struggling. You'd say things like, you're doing your best. It's okay to have a rough day. You're still growing, still learning, still worthy. Now imagine saying those same words to yourself. That's what self-compassion sounds like. When you catch that inner critic getting loud, pause, just ask, would I say this to someone I care about? If the answer is no, change the tone. Replace criticism with care. Replace judgment with understanding. You don't have to be perfect to be proud of yourself. You just have to keep showing up with love, patience, and belief in your own progress. Now, take a deep breath in and let's affirm this together. Today, I choose to speak to myself with kindness. I release harsh self-judgment and replace it with compassion. I am my own friend, my encourager, and my own safe place. Thank you all so much for joining me today on Monday Affirmations. Remember, the way you talk to yourself shapes the way you see yourself. So speak gently, love deeply, and keep growing. We'll see you next week.